নমস্কার, শুভ নববর্ষের প্রীতি ও শুভেচ্ছা। This month is the month of New Year's in all of India. Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, West Bengal, Punjab, and many more states celebrate the beginning of a new year in their own unique ways. Bengalis, or as we say, Bangalis, are going to celebrate today with their family and friends all over the world with lots of good food, music, adda, and of course, beautiful clothes. So, today on this special occasion, I'm really fortunate to have someone on this episode without whom fashion in Bengal is incomplete right now. Her impeccable style, along with her fun and creative spins to the traditional weaves, has made her favorite among all generations. I'm very, very happy to welcome today on this episode the owner of the brand Dora by Phoenix, Kakali Biswas. Thank you so much for coming and being with her on us on this episode.
Thank you so much, Shumana. Shobaike Shubho Noboborsho. And thank you for inviting me on your show. And it is really a privilege to be speaking to so many people today on the occasion of Noboborsho and the grand, what should I say, introduction that you have given. I do not know whether I'm worthy of it, but definitely feels very, very nice on this special day.
Thank you. No, of course, it's like 100% true and true for you. Definitely worthy of it. But if I can start from the beginning, before even Dora by Phoenix, you were in a very long, very successful career you had in the corporate. But you were always in the creative zone. You always liked this. So when did this transition happen and really how?
Honestly, I did not have a plan as such. I mean, if I have to go back, my life has never been about doing anything in a planned way. It has always been like it has come to me, and then I have worked on it, and it has happened. This very famous line of, I think this is by Majru Sultanpuri, that I believe in very much. मंजिल तो मिल ही जाएगी भटक कर ही सही गुमराह तो वो है जो घर से निकले ही नहीं. So it's like I have always taken chances, I've taken risks. So in the corporate sector also it has been like that. I mean, I just started working, and then I worked my way through the corporate world and reached a certain position. And the creativity, I would say, was there in the sense that I was very, very successful in, starting offices or starting a company. So whenever there was any organization which was setting up their office in Kolkata, I would be the first employee there. And that was my USP, I could say. And then eventually create an office, create a space, recruit people, and design marketing and strategies. So that part may have been within me, but that definitely did not ever make me think that I would have my own venture or I would start my own clothing line. It was only in 2000, started somewhere around 2018 or 19, after almost 22 years of working in the corporate sector, that I thought, I'm not doing something which is giving me that, what do you say, adrenaline rush, or I'm not feeling, I mean, it has become boring now. So I need to do something else. But then what would I do? So by that time, fortunately, my Phoenix Stories, my personal profile had taken off, and I was doing a lot of collaborations and a lot of brand campaigns. So I thought, if I am helping someone else to elevate the business, to help them in their business, then why not try and do something on my own? And that is how the idea came to me, that let me give it a try. I mean, I could always go back and to the corporate world, but that's where it started. And of course, I did not plan that it would come to this, and that Dora someday would be loved so much by everybody. It was just that whatever came to my mind, whatever I wanted to do, I have done that. And that's how Dora is here today. So I am really grateful to people that they accepted this. I mean, it is not every day that you have quirky prints on saris and people loving it or accepting it. It has always been sari is a traditional attire. So to make a change from there, the primary intention was to have the younger crowd, actually focus more on saris so that they would have some fun with saris. And that's how it all began. And now I'm very proud that I have even 50 plus clients on my list, and they are equally excited and equally enthusiastic about the prints. So that has been, like, I would not say that I did plan this or there was some transition planned. It just happened. And thankfully, it has come somewhere today.
It has come together to create something very, it has all come together very harmoniously for you. You already had that creative side in you, and you had such a long industry experience in corporate, in building businesses basically. So both of them are required to build a brand that you have built right now, which I also understand now that your daughter Medha is also a part of it. And I wanted to know how this mother-daughter Jugalbandi is working for your brand. Is she also inclined towards? Has she always been inclined towards the arts and the creative side?
Yeah, I would say Medha is not like a full time, involved in the business. She is more of, critic for me. I mean, it always has to pass through her, that any design, any photo shoot, it has to pass through her because she has that aesthetics. I mean, she is good with that. And she gives her inputs on designs and how a shoot should be done, or maybe which models I should go for a shoot. And there are few collaborations where she has, reached out to the influencer and she has made them work. But she has a full time job of her own. So this is where she actually supports me. She's my support system, definitely a strong support system. And she is creative, she's more creative than me. And she has a very very strong content writing style. So a lot of my content is also written by her, but she prefers to stay in the background and support me. And I'm sure going forward, I do not know whether she'll get completely involved in the business. Neither do I want her to get full time engaged in the business, because she has her own life, she travels a lot. So I would want her to enjoy that part of the life and keep on supporting me wherever or whenever I require that.
That's beautiful to know. What that's It's a great way to support a mother who is so has a different lens to look at a lot of things in different ways, and I'm glad that she's there for you. So, if we talk about, like you were saying, that the different prints, you have very happy clients right now. And the reason is that when we look at your products, when I wrote the article on you also on our magazine of November, we covered the Abhinetri collection. So all your collections, all those different styles you bring, it is bringing the old age charm of Bangaliana in that sense. And I also seen a lot of your photo shoots. The backdrop is very Shabiki Bangali, whereas the shari itself is it looks very modern, which is why I'm sure you're able to inspire a lot of young people. So now that we are in April of this year, I would like to know what kind of styling ideas do you have for sharis in general, for anyone who is trying to beat the heat and would like to make shari a part of their everyday lifestyle?
if you ask me, I am a cotton champion. Like, ask me any day, any occasion, and cotton is my first choice. And that's the reason why also I started working with Bengal cottons, because I think that's one fabric that has not got its due. So I wanted to make people, fall in love with Bengal cottons, and that's why I added the prints. I mean, in general, you'll find a lot of resellers who are doing this business of procuring the saris from weavers in Bengal, but I wanted to make it look different. So, Poila Boishakh, if you ask me what somebody should wear on Poila Boishakh, definitely cottons. I would definitely say, given the heat and the occasion, cottons definitely. If you go back and if you look at what our mothers or grandmothers used to drape on Poila Boishakh, definitely cottons. I can hardly remember them in silks for Poila Boishakh. Those typical block print sarees. I have this huge fascination about these block prints. I mean, not the quirky ones, those traditional ones, small prints, small flower prints, or maybe paisleys, or those typical conventional prints. On plain cotton, soft cotton, and maybe a little bit of flowers as accessories, simple jewelry, and lal tip, shada lal par is must for Poila Boishakh. So we have what we have done is on Lalpar we have brought in some quirk, like the paw prints, the puppy love sari, or the catwalk saris, or the tape jama sari. So it is on Lalpar, but there is a touch of quirk in that. So if somebody is up for experimenting on Poila Boishakh with a little bit of quirkiness, you can pair it with a shabaki blouse and keep the styling shabaki, so that you have that Poila Boishakh essence, yet you have a sari which is different from what generally people would wear. So for me, the first choice would be cotton. And if in the evening there's any occasion where you have to wear a silk, I mean, it gives a gloss, it gives a kind of certain elegance. My preference would be katan silk. That's a very, very classy, soft silk that I think is perfect for summers. I mean, I'm not very comfortable with tussars or heavier silks in summer, uh, but a katan silk is as good as cotton for me. So that's how, I mean, but for summer, my styling idea would always be simple, minimal. The sari should be speaking for itself. Rest everything can remain minimal.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for that. And you covered a lot of things. I think that will already bring some clarity to a lot of people who think, traditional saris means a lot of people think, especially if they're talking about Eastern and Southern saris, it has to be silk. But no, like you said, Bengal cotton is still not that popular among other regions. So I'm glad that you said that it's a must during this time. And if you want to bring that glamour in the evenings, of course, Katan silk. Oh, thank you so much for that. We'll come to another beautiful collection of yours, the summer one this year. But before that, you touched upon a point which I would like to know. You do work with weavers and local artisans in Bengal. So, if you could tell us a bit about how that process is, because all the brands who come for this podcast as well as on the magazine, I try to see if how they're integrated with the local weavers. So, if you could tell us that.
When I started the business initially, I would go and visit the clusters in Pulia, in Begumpur, so in Murshidabad. So I've visited the weavers personally. I haven't gone out of Bengal because initially I was not working much with weavers outside of Bengal. So once I met them, I saw the entire process of the weaving, etc., and I saw where live, how they live, and got involved in their lives. It made easier. The communication became easier, and it became easier for them to also understand how my business functions. As of now, I do not procure saris for reselling as such. That was initially when I started. Now it is all the, plain fabric that I procure from them, because we do the block prints and screen prints on them. So it is all plain fabrics, but they kind of know the quantity that I'm going to order, or which quality I prefer. So now I don't need to visit them. Once in a while I do that, is more to keep that communication, that keep that connection with them. It's not to go and check the quality, and that part is done. So now I place the orders on call, on video call, or I just call them up and say I need so many saris, and they send me. And from day one I have maintained, one thing is I have never worked on credit. So that makes life easier for both of us. I wouldn't want a credit sitting on my head that I have to pay off this vendor. And these people, they work on bare minimum, so there's no point in holding back their money. So what happens is, initially, yes, say if I'm ordering for 50 plain saris, it's not that all my 50 saris get sold off, but yes, I pay them off, and as and when my sarees go out, so it is a certain amount of my budget that gets blocked there. But I'm okay with that because it helps them, and of course I get a better rate from them. I mean, obviously the number, as it goes up, I can negotiate the rate with them. Not that they charge a huge amount, but of course, even a 5 rupees discount or 10 rupees discount for a small business makes a lot of difference. Plus I have these workshops where I go and get my block prints and screen prints done. Then there's somebody who does the batik. So with every one of them, it's all on immediate payment basis, and we have created that relationship where they know how many I'm going to order, so they keep that time for me. Say if I need something, a batik or a block print, immediately they cater to that. They know that this is my requirement because I sell from my website. I am on another third party aggregator website. So there's that pressure of adhering to the timelines. So they have also now gotten into the system, and they know, although they are not my paid employees, they are not on my payrolls, but they know how my business functions. So that is something that gives me comfort, and that allows me to make commitments. Like if you ask me whether I can get this sari within that specified date, I know that I will get that support from my vendors. So I think overall it's a small family that we have created, and it's working fine so far. And touch wood, I hope that goes on like that.
That's some nice practical insight that people talk about uplifting and employment a lot, but what they don't understand is starting small is the taking baby steps is the way. And what you're doing is clearly showing that it is possible to help people while maintaining a business, while running a business. So thanks for that. And I'm glad that you're working with, I mean, we have, as a state, as a community, we are very rich in weaves and different kinds of crafts and arts. So I'm so glad that you're bringing that, highlighting this entire thing. And now the summer collection, a beautiful, bright, a very appealing collection you have this time. So I really, really wanted to know what has been the entire inspiration, the whole process of this summer collection.
Uh, when I was writing for my ICSE board exams, there was a topic in Bengali which was Grishe Baranor Anondo. So, vacationing during summers. And somehow I had written about Rajasthan. So, when I came out and told my teacher that I had written about Rajasthan, she was like all over the place. How can you write something like, visiting Rajasthan in summer? And I was quite worried that I would not pass my Bengali exam, because even the examiner would think that she's gone crazy, she's writing this. But thankfully, I got very good marks in Bengali. And then I went back and told my teacher that, I mean, by that time I had the courage, because initially when she was so angry that I'd written something like Rajasthan, because everyone else had written Darjeeling or Shimla or Manali. So I told her, I feel that if I go to a hill station during summer, after I come back, it feels very, very, jittery. I feel irritated because I'm coming back to the heat from that beautiful weather. I would rather go there in winter. But in summer, I would prefer, not that I'm a big seaside person, but in summer, I would prefer going to a seaside or a desert because the temperatures would be same. So I come back, and I do not know why, but I visualize a lot of colors. As if you visualize a barren land with lots of sand, and then a beautiful blue or green or yellow in that, and the sea itself has its own colors. So, and if you wear a beautiful, colorful dress or a sari, there's a lovely visualization that comes to mind. So it was not there then, but now when I wanted to make something for summer, that particular incident came back, and then I visualized, yes, why not make something which is very colorful. Though most people would associate peaches and pastel shades and whites for summer. For me, this is you are already like exhausted and tired, and there's absolutely no color also in summer. I mean, it's barren. So I thought, why not bring in some colors? So that's how the new collection happened. I thought of lots of colors, lots of blues, yellows, greens. I myself, I'm not very much into colors. If you ask me, I would always go for a white or a black or a gray. And here also somebody had told me, you're not doing the business for yourself, so don't go for your colors, go for what people would like. And now I feel that happiness comes with colors. I mean, the more colors you wear, your positivity, your happiness, that shows. And people are loving it, the colors. So I'm very happy that it clicked. It went with people that even if it is summer, let's go for colors. And yes, a lot of sarees have gone to clients who have actually bought them because they are traveling somewhere, they're going on a vacation, and they wanted something which would be insta worthy, with the pictures would be insta worthy. So a lot of colors also brings out beautiful pictures. So I think that was the intention. And I thought of a name. Okay, let there be sunshine, let there be some music, some so then we named it Sunshine Serenade. And we did this on Chanderi. So I told my printer that you'll have to use a softener to, tone down the sari. If you touch, I'm sure it does not. I'm sure it looks a bit flowy in the pictures, but if you actually feel them, it's softer than a mull cotton. So it's that soft. And people who have received people have booked online, and when they have received the saris, I'm my DM is flooded with messages like, oh my, this is the softest fabric that I have worn till date. And everybody's loving that. So I'm very happy that I have made the summers colorful for a lot of people.
I'm sure all your clients are very happy too. I mean, see, this is why I said in the introduction that you have very innovative spins to the logic that you came up with right from your ICSE board to to now, that breaking the monotony of the summer, it could get this year. I mean, it is a magazine, we talk about sustainability. So we are every day talking about climate change and the heat waves. And imagine wearing something that is so colorful, that is so beautiful. It automatically lifts our mood. So thank God for doing that. And your pictures, your product pictures are definitely Insta worthy. So that I'm sure makes the clients happy. So now that you have established such a great presence, I mean, both online, you have this beautiful studio that we see right now. So where do you see Dora by Phoenix heading towards now? What do you plan to do?
See, as I said, I do not have plans. I don't make plans because then it becomes a pressure, that this is the plan I have got, so I have to follow that plan. So I would let it flow. I mean, let it take its own path. There's a lot of love that is pouring in, and I'm so, so blessed to have that. And I'm sure that love itself will, show me a path which way to go. And as of now, I'm just enjoying the process. I'm just, enjoying the entire journey. And I think I'll keep on working that way. And I would, just a few days back, I did an exhibition with another co-brand, and the intention was, of course, when you do a pop-up or an exhibition, the sales, the business part, the transaction is definitely what is there in the back of the mind. But what I wanted to do more is, meet my people who have supported me, and talk to them, find out what they like about the products or their feedback about what I can do going forward. And with those, I will work on something else, or if they want me to, or I will find newer designs, newer fabrics to work on. And I'm sure the as I said, the love and support itself will show me the path. So I don't have any plans as such. I've got this small space now. I'm quite happy with that. And maybe, yes, maybe I'll look forward to a bigger space where I can accommodate more people and more people can walk in. So as of now, that's the plan.
Right. I hope all of that happens, and even the way you're imagining it or not imagining it, all of that should happen and for the better. Whether be it your sarees, and you have such a huge assortment of products right now on your website. You have stoles, dupattas.
Yes, yes, stones, dupattas, notebooks. I mean, see, as a sustainable brand, I have tried to utilize as much as possible of what is, left over, or what gets wasted. Like, I'll tell you about this new series. There was one particular sari which was printed upside down. So initially, I was very upset that, what should I do with this sari? And then I mean, when people came in for this got sold, one from my two or three from my studio, and one from my exhibitions, two from my exhibition. So when they came, I have been very, very honest and transparent to them that, this has been printed. Thankfully, the design was good enough that it could be worn both ways. But I had something in mind, and the design was, ulta. But I have been transparent with them, honest with them, that this is what has happened. If you want to still go ahead and buy this, please do that, and you can drape it as you want. Or else, if you don't want to, that is also fine. And believe me, all of them sold out. So people, I think, more than the design, they connected with the honesty and the transparency with the. I cannot blame my printer. I mean, it's handmade work. It's somebody, a human being doing it, and there is bound to be errors. But to, accept those errors and communicate it honestly to your clients is what is important. So that is one like example. Then I have got those prints, those snowy prints and orange prints, which we had made kaftans, and there were some lying around, some fabric lying around. So we made notebooks out of them, and people are absolutely loving those notebooks. And now I've got those fabrics in embroidery rings, and they are like, what to say, in my studio, and it looks as a good decor item. So but that's how I'm trying to make use of everything. And like anybody, the vendor who's doing the notebook, it's an income source for them also, and I'm also selling it off. So there's nothing much that I would say that is going to waste. And the price range also, I'm trying to keep it as moderate as possible, because there's this misconception that sustainable products are expensive. But tell me, who buys a sari for 10,000 and then says, I don't want to buy any more because I have bought a 10,000 rupee sari? You'll again go back when there's an occasion, or when there's a marriage or whatever. I mean, you see a good sari, you will still go back and buy that sari. So that really does not make it very sustainable. So rather you buy, saris at moderate rates and keep repeating. Makes sense. And if you take care of saris, whether it costs 2,500 or whether it costs 25,000, I still have my mom's cotton saris, block printed cotton saris, because they have been well taken care of. And those would be like 45, 50 years old as me probably. So those sarees would cost barely anything. I mean, even if I take it as today's rate, they would be like 2,500, 3,000 rupees. And they have lasted this long. So I am not of that, belief that you have to buy expensive things to be sustainable, or that you have to, have those heritage weaves in your wardrobe because it's a sustainable product. I mean, I think I value my mother's block print sarees more than her, Kanchivaram. I don't know why. It is my feeling. And my daughter too, I mean, I'm thankful that she too also, believes in that. So I try my, what do I say? My contribution towards sustainability, towards being eco friendly is kind of this. I mean, I would rather have lots and lots of people buying hand woven products at moderate rates than, buying a power loom because they think a sustainable sari is costly. So I want to change that concept. And I would love it if everyone has at least one Dora in their wardrobe.
I'm so glad you mentioned these things. Your brand and you, as a style icon or fashion icon in general, have broken certain these limiting beliefs, barriers that we have when we talk about sustainable fashion. First is the talk about affordability. Everyone, even in the last episode we addressed this, that everyone says, you talk about sustainable fashion but they're so expensive. All the ones I can afford, I see around, they're not sustainable but I can afford them. Everything else is very expensive. So I'm also trying to bring those brands to the magazine. Last time it was a brand from Portugal who make dresses. Now you're talking about saris that are affordable and sustainable at the same time. Second thing is, a lot of people say, oh, it has to be a traditional weave, or not even the very glossy ones, like the very well known ones, but cotton, not so appealing. So that is one thing that your brand is also breaking, those kind of shackles, is that nobody can call your brand boring, if anything else, but not boring. So these two. And the last thing is, I have never really come across uh, many people who own fashion brands who themselves are icons, and they're saying that I would rather have you buy this and repeat it. I mean, the whole idea of overconsumption came from, because everybody said buy more, don't repeat anything, wear something new every time. So I can't tell you how happy I am that you addressed these three things. I'm really, really grateful to you.
Yeah, actually, repeating is possible. I mean, it is only that you'll have to, the same sari, you can style it in a different way. And that's the reason why I love saris. I am making a few dresses and shirts, but I would like to stick to saris because it has immense possibilities. So you can style it anyway, and then you're not repeating it actually. So one sari, if you wear it in three or four ways, it means for three or four occasions you have four new saris. So one has to look at it that way. Otherwise, I mean, with social media, we have become so conscious about what we wear and what we post. We that I cannot repeat a sari because I've already posted that. But for me, it's absolutely fine, and one has to be careful about what I mean, careful, conscious consumption. What I'm buying, not just to show people. And it is my choice. If I want to wear a sari thrice or five times, six times to any occasion, that's all right. That's my wardrobe. That's my choice. So we tend to, go with the flow. And even as a brand owner, I know at times people tell me talk about repeating, you yourself repeat, then how are people going to buy? And that is the reason why I keep coming up with more designs, because you have got one quirky sari in your wardrobe, then you'll probably see a next design which you like and you will buy. So that's all right. I mean, even if you buy it after 2 years, that's all right. But as long as you believe in that brand, you believe in their quality, you will come back. So there's no harm in saying that don't repeat. I would be very happy when I see my clients repeating my sarees. I'm so happy that they have liked the product so much, they have valued the quality of the product so much, that you will repeat only things that you like, you love, or you are comfortable. So otherwise, why would you? I mean, there are a lot of brands that I have bought from. I have not even been able to drape that sari because I ordered online, and then when it reached me, it is not I'm not happy with the quality or what it looked like. I order things on Amazon and then I send it back because I don't like what I've received. So it's not happening with me. People are repeating, which means they are liking what they have got, the product. So I think that's the fun of the entire thing. I mean, that's the happiness that comes.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. I hope this message reaches more and more people in the coming years, and this we bring down this wall that no, if it has been seen on Instagram once, it cannot be seen anywhere on earth anymore. So I'm so happy that you came and talked to us today. For everyone watching, wrote an article on Dora by Phoenix, and the collection we covered, Abhinetri, was about saris and blouses and the whole ensemble that was inspired by actresses in different movies, very old movies. And it's a classic collection. So if you've not read that article, I would really ask you to go through our website and read that article. And other than that, I'm going to post the links to Dora by Phoenix's website. And please go check their products once. Why I'm so excited talking about them. You've heard the owner, the vision, and everything that she's working towards. And if you look at their products, you will see that all of this is coming together very nicely. So thank you so much for being with us. It was really nice having a conversation with you. And নতুন বছরটা খুব ভালো কাটুক. And I hope that we get to speak even more. I get to learn a lot more from you.
Thank you so much, Rumana. It was absolutely wonderful, and I think I have completely spoken my heart out. And I hope when people watching this, they get to know that my the products also have my heart, and they love what they see. আর সবাইকে শুভ নববর্ষ, খুব ভালো কাটুক বছর to you too, and looking forward to talking to you again soon.
থ্যাংক ইউ, ধন্যবাদ, এবং সকলকে নববর্ষের আবার প্রীতি ও শুভেচ্ছা। Stay subscribed to this channel. We have many more such interviews coming up on this. And please check out our magazine. We have different flexible subscription plans for you, where we talk about ethical fashion brands. We talk about what sustainability in fashion really means, and we highlight the people who work in these fields. At the same time, we are also going to draw the similarities between sustainable fashion and sustainable space exploration. So stay tuned with us, be a part of our family, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.